har me hearties, it's that time again. Shear me timbers, splice the mainsail, grab your paintbrush. It's time for that lazy pirate life. Har har! So this weekend club, and it's like a little bit different, we're playing a bit of Armada. So we are playing my Basileans. Getting Simon's kin at 200 points. So what you got, Simon?
Got an assassin, 2 impalers, and then it is the butcher and a soulbane.
And I've got 2 Gur Panthers and a low high, a dictator, extra large, 2 sloops, and a gunbrig. So we're just playing the standard mission. So game on. Right. Turn 1. So over on this flank, the Aloha and the 2 Panthers come forward. As the is that the assassin?
Yes.
Assassin's come forward and took a pot shot at the Aloha and done 3 points of damage. The rest of the Twilight kin is just coming forward in this area, threading between the sandbank and the island. While the main Basilean ship with its supporting sloops is coming between this island, heading directly towards them. So moving on to turn 2. Right, so turn 2 and interesting action over here. So the big guys come in and took a few shots at these 2 that have closed in. The Twilight kin are themselves in a little bit of a pickle here, shall we say. Which one's these heavily damaged? Are they both serious?
This one's got 4 on it.
That's got 4 on it.
That one's untouched.
Oh, that one's untouched. It was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one's got 8 on it.
This one got 8, got hit by the dictator. So over on here, these 3 have ganged up on the assassin. And when it activates, it's going to have to take a nerve test. It's on its nerve now. So it's taken fire from both the low, high, and both the Panthers. So moving on to turn 3. So an interesting turn. I think it was turn 3, wasn't it?
Yep.
Turn 3. So over here, we've got this guy. What's this guy?
Impaler.
This Impaler is grappling with my gunbrig. But he's severely damaged, the Impaler. So this guy, which is this the butcher?
That's
or
the butcher,
the
yeah.
butcher is boarded my dictator, so there's a big scrap going on there.
Yeah, well, we'll read that in a minute.
These 2 little ones and this one are just moseying around here. This one is the
That one's the soulbane.
that's the soulbane. It took down the Aloha. So sunk it after shooting at it, then grappling it and beating him up. This Panther's bogged off over there after taking a couple of shots over here. Over here, I got this one up to over its nerve, but I ended up off the table. So when it activated, it didn't need to take a nerve test, and it's healed itself up. So it's now not nerved anymore. So this is where my Panther will be returning. So moving on to turn 4. We're doing turn 4, and what's happened? What did I sink?
You sank an Impaler.
So I sank an Impaler here in Borden, but the other one's coming on the gunbrig now. Over here, the scrap carries on. Lots of damage done to both of us. And the butcher, that's not the butcher, that's the soulbane.
Yeah.
We got that wrong last time, that's the soulbane. The butcher's coming in for the kill. I've just got my 2 little sloops trying to get in the way. And over there, we got a little bit of a chase going on. So that's a Panther there. That's a assassin. And that's my other Panther coming back on. So we're moving into turn 5. So the end of turn 5, and a few surrenders going on. So the gunbrig is now surrendered, as has the soulbane. But the butcher's now got involved in this combat, and the dictator's now been nerved, and it's on fire.
That's why I've been waiting for you to just
So,
come into my
yeah,
That's why I
very
didn't
interesting.
file
Over
all
here,
the-
these carry on
Didn't
the
pay off.
outside. These little ones are moving around, but the big combat at the moment is going on in the
Yeah,
centre
but I
here.
didn't know that you wouldn't be
So,
into that
moving on to turn
fully
6.
coming all
Right, the end of turn 6, and where are we at? Right, so the dictator has moved off, still crippled and still on fire. The butcher just pivoted because he didn't want to come out because he would have smashed into his own ship. The panther has engaged the, what's that one?
Impaler.
Impaler. They're quite well matched, so, but I'm on less damage. I'm unwounded, and the Impaler is already wounded. The little squadrons have moved in around the dictator. The panther came on and cracked off a couple of shots on the assassin, which has spent the last couple of turns healing up, and the panther managed with a critical to knock off all the extra that it healed, so he's only 1 point up of being nerfed now. So we're moving into turn 7.
I've just also remembered.
Right, the end of 7, and mass combat's gone on here. The assassin's
Is in play as well.
is in play, but is seriously damaged, nerfed, so might surrender. They're about level pegging now. I had a bad turn with the panther against the impaler,
Yeah, but I could end up
so
being nerved.
but we could end up with those being nerfed. Over here, the butcher is still in play and is still within 10 of the dictator, which is starting to make its way away, but we're gonna have to take a skill test, or it could be a surrender. And the panther is over there, so we're moving into turn 8, the final turn. Right, final turn, and the panther came up here, done a few damage on the butcher. This combat, the assassin died,
Yeah.
and the panther got nerfed, but didn't go down, because the combat was drawn. Over here, the butcher put a shot into the back of the dictator, doing 6 points damage, and we came down to the dice roll. And that's what was drawn. So I'm still within 10, so the dictator surrenders. So that's the game over. And a victory to the Twilight kin. Cheers for now.